I've been doing nails for 32 years, but there are still some things that I don't know how to do, and the one-stroke nail is one of those techniques. Those are stunning. Olga is going to walk me through step by step to get these beautiful nails. Let's get started.
Поехали!
So we want to spend all of our time in this video doing the one stroke. So Olga has already painted the yellow base coat already on the nails as a, background for our beautiful flowers. So we're going to leave one nail open just to show you this. So you did something special to the nails with the chromey stuff on there. So go ahead and show them that, and then we're going to do the flowers.
I was using pigment powder. It's a white pearl.
It's one of my favorites.
And it just gives this, I would say, softer look.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
magical. Yeah.
It's the same how you use any powder. You apply top coat and cure it for 15 seconds before you apply pigment.
And then when you put the chrome on, do you put the top coat on it to seal the chrome before you put the flowers on it? Or do you paint the flowers right on top of the chrome?
No, I will seal it because especially if you're a beginner.
Right, okay.
You want to save this chrome because if you have to wipe your flower, if something doesn't work, you will remove pigment as well.
Right, good point. That's a very good point. How long have you been doing these flowers?
8 years.
Oh, wow. So she's really good at it.
And then more you do that, then better you are. If you stop doing it for a little bit, not for a little bit, but for some time.
You kind of lose it a little if you don't keep doing it.
But if you do it all the time, it's so easy and beautiful.
Yeah. That's one thing that drew me about the one-stroke flower is it's so smooth. And when you see the petals, the two colors blending together, you're like, how did they do that? I've always found it quite fascinating. I've never really, I tried it once, but I had a really crappy brush. You've got to have the right tools.
So I just tap the pigment before I start to remove that.
Right.
So now it's stuck. Just remove. I have a separate brush for pigments.
And you do want to top coat this, right? Before we get into doing the designs.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will. But I will buff top coat.
Oh, okay.
Because we don't need shiny surface for one stroke technique.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I love the one stroke look. I've always liked it with the two colors blending together, almost like airbrushing. I always wondered how they got it. I have tried it before, but I didn't have the proper brush or materials or technique. And that's why Olga is here with us today. So what colors are you going to make the flowers today?
I was thinking about Christmas colors. So Christmas is red, green, yellow.
Okay.
Sparkles, shimmer.
Okay. Awesome.
Crystals.
Ooh, excited. So we're working with a product called Mosaic today, and she's going to put the colors that we need on this little palette that she's got. So go ahead and show us how much we're going to use. Because you don't need much, do you?
No. I will use one stroke colors, and they're very pigmented. So to save our colors, I will put them in palette.
Oh, palette.
Palette, yeah.
Palette. Now, where are you from originally?
I'm from Ukraine.
Wow, that accent is amazing. I love it. It's beautiful.
Thank
You reside in Canada, though. She lives in Alberta. She's come all the way to show us how to do this.
Yeah.
And say it in your special way of talking, which I love. I love accents. So we are working with some Christmas colors, and she's got another little collection that she's stealing from. And as you can see, you guys, you don't need much. It really is just a very little bit. It's okay. This is real here. We don't fake it.
No, we don't.
No. Mistakes are part of life.
So white, this is the color which we use almost in every design.
Right.
It just bring it brightness, contrast,
right,
and gives this one-stroke look. I will add also this green. I really like that because this one bright, this one, I don't know, like it's kind of dusty green.
Mm-hmm.
See, compared
like
with
very
this
natural,
one.
like you
Yeah,
see in nature
I
and
really
flowers
like that
and
in
stuff like that.
designs too. So we have our yellow, black.
So by just changing the colors, of course, you could change the whole design,
Exactly.
and yet doing the same technique.
Yeah, you
So
can use pink and purple colors for spring,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So-
and like oranges and reds for autumn, and
Exactly.
so on and so on.
Yeah,
It's endless.
different. I like to layer, like especially when you layer in your flowers, you need to use darker colors, darker layer underneath, and lighter color on top to
Yes, that makes
brighten
sense.
your center. When I put color on my brush, I use usually darker color on short.
On the short side of the brush?
Yeah.
Because the brush is angled. I'll just show you guys
this
really.
one is.
So the angle of that brush is crucially important. That's what I was saying. I didn't have the right brush. So I'll let you continue that.
It's not necessarily should be angled. Some brushes can be just straight, but when you do your petal, you keep your darker color inside of your petal and lighter outside.
Okay.
Usually. Yeah. So when you put your color, I will start to work on yellow nail, and I will use red color on my longer corner of my brush.
Right.
And darker color
on the shorter side of the bristles.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can see that I grabbed it with one side, and I will grab with another side.
Right.
Too. Oops, it's very thick too, super pigmented. Okay, so I will blend very carefully. I will blend one side, and I will twist my brush and keep darker color inside and blend the other side. I always blend both sides.
Oh, I see.
And it depends how much you want darker or lighter color.
Right.
You put more, like example, red.
If you want wider red, you put more of it on the. And I also noticed when Olga grabbed it, she didn't just dip it. That's what I was doing when I tried it once a long time ago. I just dipped it, but she actually kind of scooped it. So you got a fair amount.
Yeah.
And one thing I will notice working with the gel, there's no drying. When you work with acrylic paints, it'll dry up on you. But working with the gel paints really does make it so you don't have to hurry in any way, shape, or form.
See, I added a little bit of red because I want more red.
You want a stronger.
Yeah. I just want to, and make sure that you blend it very carefully.
Right.
Because what you have on your palette, that's what you will get on your nails.
Yes, right.
If you didn't blend color good here.
Right, it's not going to blend on here.
No.
So before you come to the nail, you have to make sure it's blended inside that brush first. Okay.
So we'll start with placing color. And I will place my main flower on middle finger to make it pretty.
Yeah.
And I will move a little bit of my flower to your other finger too.
Oh,
nail.
I see. So just to be clear, I think what you're saying is you would start the main part of the flower, and it looks like it's just going over in another picture.
Yep.
Like if you put them together, you'd see the remainder of the flower.
Exactly.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's cute.
So I will mark my center.
Oh.
And
I'll
I
move
will.
this finger.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I will start to work around my center.
Oh, so you're like, it's a guide.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it makes it easier.
Yeah.
I don't place my flower on the center of the nail if it's a little bit off the center.
Oh, okay.
And it's not on the end or because it looks heavier when it's on the tip, very tip, like big flower. We don't want that.
Yeah, right.
So we kind of...
You're balancing it.
Trying to, yeah. When you start to work on your petal, make sure that your brush go on the really tip.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay.
And after you move your brush. And it's different techniques for one stroke. You can do everything in one move, or you can do, I think it's easier when people do just with small steps.
Okay,
by small steps. Even like a push and pull, right?
Yeah.
Same thing.
This is super detailed, you guys, and I hope we're being able to convey this. But it's really detailed, very fine work. So she's starting with the tip of the brush, goes on it, and then
move it on the side.
she's sort of just moving it gently on the side. It's not like a big press into it. Not for this particular flower anyway. Very cool. Oh yeah.
And make sure that you like that.
Yeah.
So I don't do my petals all the same.
Yeah, you don't do them all the same?
No. I don't like it to be perfect. I like it to be natural, right?
Right, yes.
Okay, so this one will be shorter.
How many flower petals do you do when you're making the flower?
So I forgot to mention that we are doing, what is the name of this flower?
Poinsettia?
Poinsettia.
Ah, okay, because it's Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay. And how many flowers does how many leaves? Petals?
A lot.
It has a lot. So you don't have to have a certain amount. You're just okay.
Yeah, just make sure that it looks like poinsettia.
Yeah.
I would say. Maybe plant like 6, 7 on the bottom layer.
Right. So I will say, if you make a mistake, you can just wipe it with alcohol and start again. Okay.
Yeah,
Not that she did.
No,
I don't think
not
that's going to happen. But when we're learning, you and I, when we're learning.
I just add on top. But if some angles are uncomfortable to do from this direction, so you always can
flip it around.
Flip it around and start to work that.
What I find interesting is you haven't even dipped that brush again yet.
No, it will last.
There's so much paint in there.
It is, and it's super pigmented too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it really helps to have a very heavily pigmented gel.
So you can see I kind of wiggle with my brush too. So it is like super different techniques.
Oh, wow. I won't be able to do that.
Oh, you will. Because it's easy to work. Before we used to work with acrylic paint.
Yeah.
And it was hard to get right consistency to work because it dried so fast. But this one doesn't dry. So you can concentrate only on the technique, right?
Yeah. How long have you been doing this?
Nails or this technique? About 8 years, I think. But I don't do it every day. So I will leave this one and we can cure, but for this nail. But I will also add a little bit of petals on this nail.
Right,
so it's like spreads, right? Okay. Just kind of pretend that put them together.
Right.
And make sure that it's continue. Your picture is continuous. So my center
will
just
be marked it.
Here. That's what I'm doing. And I will add leaves too. So I don't want to add too many petals here because I will have more leaves here. This is my plan.
This is my plan.
Because also we have red here. So we don't want to put red on red.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what we will add green.
Right, to be that nice contrast.
Yep. We'll just bring it to the petal look. And this one I will just leave. It doesn't look very well now, but we will add after. Now you can flash cure that.
Oh, that's really cute.
Thank you.
And just like 5 or 10 seconds kind of thing?
Yeah, flash cure. But don't forget that this is very pigmented gel, so it needs more time for curing, for full
Right,
curage.
of course, right.
Yeah, you can give it to me back. It's always nice to do second layer.
Oh,
it looks much nicer if
interesting.
you do.
So you're going to go over the whole thing?
I will not.
Oh, you
Usually we can, if you want to have perfect effect, you can do that.
Okay.
But if I do competitions, I will do that. If I do for salon, I will just add some detail work
and it will hide. And stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
I just go over with second layer.
And that just sort of intensifies the flower a little bit.
Yes. Yeah. It just makes it more perfect.
More perfect.
Not perfect.
More perfect. I love that. More perfect.
Yeah, just cleaner.
Yeah, right.
Like our strokes.
It's really so much to do with the angle of the brush.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna do
So
that one
a
too.
little bit this one. and we will flash cure that. Okay, you can flash cure that. And we will start to do a second layer. I will add a little bit of yellow, probably, on my brush.
Oh.
Just because I want my top layer be a little bit lighter, right?
Okay.
So I just blend it close to my red. Okay.
So I see what you mean by the second layer. It actually makes it pop. It's like jumping off the nail. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So it will show up on our
I see.
previous. I even will add a little bit more of yellow.
Got you. So what she's saying is when she says she's putting the second layer of flowers, these are going to be sort of in the background. And the next layer she's putting on top, because that's how a poinsettia is built, if I remember correctly, it's sort of in layers of flowers. So these petals are going to be on top of those petals. So when she made it a little bit lighter on the one side, you can see that against the already petals that are already there.
Yes.
I getcha. So it's just highlighted it.
And they will be smaller too.
Look at that. Yes, that's right. So you kind of have to take a look at a poinsettia before you, obviously, you know a poinsettia.
Yeah, it's better.
I'm just seeing it as remembering it as it coming to life on my nail.
And
Nice.
I put these petals in between of...
Yes, I did notice that.
Yeah.
So it's like offsetting, right? So you got two, and then you put one in between. You're offsetting that petal.
So press your brush on the one side and to another side.
Right. So you can see this is really detailed work. And Olga was explaining how if you learn the petals and the strokes, and then you sort of attack a nail. So one thing she has done actually is she's written a book. This one stroke book is just a beginner book, she said. It's made with a finish on it that you can actually take some acetone and clean it on the inside, because look what you can do. On this black piece of paper, it's got kind of a plasticky finish. You can do the technique all along this line here as she's shown in the book, almost like working with you directly without working with her directly.
Almost.
That's very cool. I love it.
Can you turn your hand?
Like that?
Yeah, it just gives us a better angle. So I even add white now.
Oh, okay.
To make it even more
Got
showed
you.
up, right? It's nice to add different colors. See, like I don't really see already this one, so I will make that more.
Got
show.
you.
And small one.
Nice.
Because it has lots of
Got you.
different petals.
So the lighter the layer she comes closer to the eye, you want it to be a little bit lighter. The darker colors looks like it's further away, going into the nail. It's perspective.
Yeah. So this one is done, and see, it looks like 3D because of different colors we added, right? I will add just a couple lighter, and I don't even need that. I see that it's fine already.
Right.
So yeah, you can flash cure that, and we will start to work on leaves.
Okay. Ooh, it's exciting.
Yeah, we're almost done. Can I see?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to do leaves with yellow and green here, because I would like to add some yellow on our red.
Right,
To put those colors together. Yellow and green looks beautiful on the leaves. I will wipe my brush.
Right, I guess you want to clean the black and the red off of there.
It's not necessarily though, because it's always nice to add different shades to leaves too, but I just want to remove the main colors. So again, lighter color go on the tip, and darker color goes on a shorter or shorter ends.
Sort of on the inside. So the lighter color is on the outside and the darker color is on the inside.
Yes. So twist your brush, a little bit more of yellow.
Is there ever a time where you would use that the other way around, or no?
It is. Then more advanced you are, then more you can play with that.
Oh, okay.
But because it just it can gives you not very good look if you don't use it properly, right?
Okay.
So it's certain colors which you just lose, how to say, like it looks deeper when it doesn't have to look deep.
Okay,
The colors,
like dimension.
yeah, because it just this is simple. This is the rule for beginners.
Okay.
So they will not screw up if they use that rule.
Right. Okay.
And then
Good to know.
advanced you are and experienced, then you can see, oh, I want that one do darker,
Okay.
even if you don't need to, but it will look even better with dark. So now I have my green and yellow, and I will add some leaves. Again, I don't do lots of moves now. Kind of wiggle my brush.
Are you doing the leaves right now?
Yes. So I did leaves like that here, but on this side I can't do the same leaves because my yellow will blend
Disappear.
with this yellow. Yeah. So I will probably use different colors. I will do my center yellow and tip will be green.
Okay.
Right? And we will see the difference. I can just blend my brush in those colors, but different ways. So I will add some yellow here. It's too complicated when I'm showing. And now I will wipe my brush, and now I want to have yellow color on my inside.
Oh, okay.
Brush, right? More green, darker color on the tip. So I will add here.
And you had a little
leaf.
wiggle in there to create that
Yeah.
leaf. I think your book is going to come in really handy for me.
Yes, it's very good because you can practice and practice if you're patient and have time. That's perfect. And I will add some leaves here. I want to add a little bit of our dusty green. Because this green too bright for me.
Yeah,
It
that's
looks
really
deeper.
pretty.
Yeah.
It's quite an art form, isn't it?
does
Doing this
that mean?
whole one-stroke thing is really pretty. Do you get many clients that are asking for this?
I do.
Yeah, and do they do it on
Spring,
all of
summer.
the hands? Or all of the hands?
Nails?
All of their nails?
Yeah. No,
just
I would
like an
not
accent.
do that.
You wouldn't? Too much?
Yeah,
Too
too
much.
much. Doesn't look good.
I guess because it's so detailed, if you do it on all of them, it just is overwhelming. So it's more of for an accent or
Yes,
something.
exactly.
Well, then I'm going to be having...
And then because you have long nails too, right? When it's short nails, you don't even want to do. And most of
you
people
don't want to do too
yeah.
much.
So okay, I think we're good now for flash cure. Okay, you can flash cure that, and we will put second layer on our leaves.
Okay.
Yeah. And after we will start to do our editing. Like details.
Like the details.
Yeah. And you can give it to me, and I will do my outlines with white, and I will also use this green too.
Okay.
I like how it looks like, just for accent too. Okay, so I will do just a tiny bit. We don't need a lot. I just want to finish my leaves. Right?
Oh, yeah. Wow. That just defined it. Wow.
Yeah, and before it looked like, oh, what is that?
Yeah.
But as soon as we put our outline, press.
Now there's no question. That's a leaf.
Yes.
There's not even a question about
Yep.
it. That's so cool. Oh, look at that.
Couple editing. And just bring it together, right?
Yeah. I love that because what I don't like about some designs, if it's just a blob stuck on there, those little swirlies and dots or whatever you're going to add, sort of bring it all together.
Yes.
That's really pretty.
And we didn't do a lot, right?
No,
Just
not a lot.
And
Oh, yeah.
I will add here white instead.
Oh, okay.
So I will add a green outline on this part of the nail.
I want to see that.
Yeah, because this one it doesn't bring contrast when we add it, right?
Okay.
So can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And I can even go a little bit more than our petal.
I see that.
Right, so it doesn't have to be.
That's an awesome brush.
Thank you. This is must have.
Yeah.
Right. Some swirls or. Yeah, it's very easy to draw lines with those brushes. Okay.
It just brings the whole thing together. I mean, you have all the colors and the blending together, and then the lines just define the whole picture.
Okay,
wow, it's got like a whole picture on my...
Yes, it started...
I don't want to take these off.
No, you won't. I hope...
I don't want to take them off.
And crystals will do even...
Right, yeah.
Better.
Well, yeah, glittered anything, right?
Yes. So now I add white outline.
Okay, I want to see this.
Yeah. Same thing which we did with green, but white just will...
Yeah, wow.
It shows up.
Isn't that pretty?
Right? And you can do it only on leaves, or you can do that on your petals as well. It's your choice and your client's choice too.
Yeah, right.
I work very quick, right? So I'm not staying there for a long time.
Well, and you can see that we're taking a long time doing this because we're instructing at the same time and she's teaching me. But if you get good at this, obviously you could...
Yes. Yeah, and then more you do that.
Yeah, and they're only doing one nail, so you could actually paint one of these pretty quickly. But there is a practicing getting good at level. Anything seems quick if you know how to do it.
Yeah.
That's so pretty.
But everyone went through the stage when they didn't know how to do that.
Yes, that's right.
So it's
there's always a stage that we all had to start somewhere. Wow.
I will just add here to make a contrast with my leaves.
You know, it really does help to get instruction by somebody who knows what they're doing. Just makes all the difference in the world.
And I think this is all. So now we will put center. I will just put my yellow dots in the centers.
Cool. Okay.
And it's not necessarily if you plan to add your gems.
Right.
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
But I just want to, and I will add gems.
Yeah. Okay.
But I just want, like, you can achieve, like, if you're, because not everyone wants to have gems, right?
Yeah.
People who,
no, that's true. They don't want that 3D kind of effect.
So I want to show that it looks good even without the gems. And I will do yellow center.
Yeah.
Easy.
Cute.
And bright. Yeah.
New kit?
Yes, new kit. Will we add some glitter?
Yeah.
You want?
Yeah, do that.
Just a little bit.
I don't think they'll oppose to glitter. Will y'all? Like, everybody loves glitter.
And I will just put a couple lines on your other nails just to bring all design together.
Yeah, got you.
You can cure that. Like it.
Okay, so now I'm going to try it.
We'll put some crystals first.
Okay,
will we?
Yeah. Oh, good. Then I get more time to think about it. So if it moves a little, just make sure. That's really pretty. I'm glad I'm doing mine on the thumb for 2 reasons. It's a bigger canvas to work on. And second of all, it's the thumb. And when I photograph my hand, sometimes the thumb doesn't make an appearance. So I'm kind of glad about that. So this photo session will be for you, my friend.
Oh, I will save that for sure. Okay, I think it should be fine. Just make sure that you remove dispersion layer because Perfect Top was out. So sometimes you can forget to remove.
Yeah, right.
This. Yeah, but this is all done.
Great. Okay, I'm gonna try this now. So I'm gonna get some red, always on the outside, right? Because it's the lighter.
Yeah.
And I pick it up, like scoop it.
Scoop it.
And I'm gonna scoop the black. So I'm trying to do is saturate the brush. So I'm going to mark a little center point because that's where I'm heading to. So remember you keeping it straight up and down. And I want to keep my black centered. But I'm going to sort of push out a little. And working toward the center. It's hard. It's really hard.
It's harder than it looks like.
It is harder than it looks. It's such a fine, I mean, this is a really tiny canvas. So there's not a lot of room for error in that way. So remember you doing quite a line, and then I'm trying to keep my black as a center point. So when I smear out, I'm just smearing out the red. That seems to be where I'm finding the hardest. And because I'm a beginner, you said to do it sort of in little strokes. And I'm going to the other side now, but it's kind of messy. Oh, wow. That's really messy.
It's not bad. We can fix it with our second layer too.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So this is hard. I think I need more paint, or do I not?
I don't think so. I think it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm trying to keep my black in the center. It's just the little twist of that brush. It's really hard. I think I'm losing the meaning of the one stroke. Maybe I'll call it 10 strokes. Okay, I don't know if I need more paint, but I feel like I need more paint, or at least more defined, I should say. Can I do that? Is that like a cheat?
Yes. No, that's perfect. That's what we need. It looks nice already. Do you like that?
Well, I think with the line work, I can get away with making it look something like a poinsettia.
How different sizes of your petals, so it just
Although
it looks great.
I did forget to do the white. Remember that white?
Yeah, white, like lighter color.
Yep.
Yeah.
We didn't.
You can add. You can add.
I can still
just
do that?
On the tip. Yeah.
Oh, because we're gonna do a second layer.
Yeah. Yeah, see, when it's same color, it just looks like one thing.
Yeah.
But
I can work with that, I think, but I can see so much potential needed there.
You would need to add outline to break that look.
Right.
Yeah. Or
okay, so
can add.
I'm going to go over it again. Do you do that? Oh, I guess I need to do the bottom layers over again. Should I have done that before I done the second layer?
No, that's fine.
I think I jumped a step.
I think you did. You can add now, or you can cure and add after.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
If I cure it, then I could do the bottom layers,
Not
right?
bottom,
no,
but top. Yeah.
But top.
Yeah. And yeah, just add a little bit on the tip.
So
just
I would do the yellow right now?
Yes. Not too much, yeah, because it's,
And more black or no?
No, just blend it in our petal, but blend it on the side, right? Just kind of continue your blending.
Oh, okay. Oh.
So you can control it better, right?
Now should I do the opposite side again?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Because we had some color in our brush still.
Got you. And these are just the top layers that I'm going to go over, not the bottom.
No.
A little bit more yellow.
I would say so, yeah, because I can't see that.
Got you. Side. Yeah, I was wondering about that, but I wasn't sure. So it's almost like too blended.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. It's seriously beautiful.
We're going to fix it with glitter.
We don't need to fix that.
She had that look in her eye like, oh no.
You were worried more.
I was worried. Now what, boss?
Don't
No, I'm overdoing it now.
Yeah. I would say make this one petal a little bit pointier.
Right. A little point in there. There.
Yeah, perfect.
Just leave that alone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a cute little one, but there's not much dimension. Like that one's really bad.
You have dimension here. Yeah, I will just leave that.
Okay, that guy's got to go. I think I should rub it off.
It's up to you. But
it
will be hard to remove that. Do you want me to?
Yes, I want you to.
No.
Oh, I thought you were going to fix it for me. You know what?
We can.
Can you fix it? Because I want to see what you would do with it. I'm very curious.
Yeah. Well, I can fix it with just outline.
Okay. Oh, it's a fancy leaf. Good thinking.
And we will work with the outline to fix that.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Okay, so what she did with my little icky leaf, she just added some more leaf to it. Good thinking.
I did.
Okay. No.
Flash cure it. I usually try to not touch petals, which I already like.
Don't touch the petals. Right. Yeah. Oh. So from the top side, just.
Yeah.
So maybe there's something up in here I should do because this looks like a mess. Now you said black?
Green, dark green.
Oh, green, no black because it's too harsh.
Black and white is the best outlines, right? It just brings the contrast.
And then would you do anything else? Oh, you did some other liney things. Oh, yeah, that's what you did.
Like
I liked
swirly,
those.
kinda.
Yeah. Oh, you did it this way, where you started here and you made like a little line and you went like that. I really like those. I'm not quite sure where to place some. This one should be a little stronger, I think. I think those kind of save the day. That kind of went to nowhere, but
it's always hard to stop.
it is. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna take your advice and I better leave it alone now before I mess it up even more. But this little one's gotta be a little bit more intense. Okay.
Yeah, looks good.
Oh, your leaves look so much better. Well, and I have a lot of practice to do. Okay. So I just need to put maybe the yellow dots in the center.
Yes, you can.
Just
or
to-
are you putting gem there? Like rhinestone or?
Yeah. Okay.
Looks good.
We're going to give that a full cure, and then we're going to check out the reveal pictures. I always feel that when you're trying to learn something new that you don't know, you find an expert that can show you. Thank you, Olga, for flying all the way from your hometown to mine to show us how to do the one stroke. And this book, I think, is brilliant, and you can catch this book at europeanstandard.ca. There's going to be a link in the description below. But I really do appreciate you coming all the way. Do you have some extra words of advice you can leave me with?
Thank you very much for
you're
inviting
welcome.
me. And be patient, try, and you will get that. I promise.
Oh, that's so sweet. And she is right. When you find something you really want to do, just keep practicing, and we'll get there. That's great advice. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.